Welcome everyone, we're here for the Mii Tour reaction. Yes, I'm getting back into the reaction game, and this is an exciting one. So I'm gonna find out exactly how many high-end tickets. We're gonna have to take items, that is drivers, carts, and gliders, all the way up to level 8. So yes, we're at level 8 now. I had mentioned in my previous content that I was predicting that it would be 8 high-end tickets, but given the news that came out through the different teaser images in different languages too, there was a discrepancy that arose that suggested that we'll be getting login bonuses containing 10 high-end tickets each for drivers, carts, and gliders for a total of 30 high-end tickets. And if that's the case, and there's that much generosity, then I'm thinking I backpedaled a bit off of the 8 high-end tickets. We could be seeing 10 high-end tickets to go from level 7 to level 8. So we're going to see if that's the case and how that might affect some of the numbers. I already crunched the data, so if you would please go reference everything you need to know about level 8. I already put together the content based on the framework in Mario Kart Tour. So here we go, 118 megabytes. And just to start off, I want to say thank you so much for all the support, all of the new subscribers who have come into the fold. The comments have been wonderful. The community here is very welcoming. And I just have to say, for anyone out there who isn't subscribed to the channel, it means so much. It's a critical point in the channel's life. We're not yet at the 1,000 subscriber mark. I do these massive presentations. That's cool. So we see all of the Miis. But as I was saying, I do these massive presentations. There's hours of work that get poured into this. It's a labor of love, and I really do it out of seeing the community excel and succeed. I want to see everyone out there reach your goals. That means the world to me. And if we can get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, not only will that extend the reach of this content, but it will also produce a pathway where I can receive a small amount of compensation, which can in turn be used to generate even more thoughtful content. So we can really improve things so much here, and your support means the world. So please, please, please folks, go click the subscribe button. It means the world. Anyway, here we are, the Mii Tour. Okay, so race with the Mii characters. This feels like a team rally tour, right? Covers up the front screen. I did see that there was a Ghost Valley in ranked mode, so here's a suit to race in. Okay, so this is the red Mii racing suit, mushroom cannon. We saw this in the teaser, just your bog standard one. I actually kind of like the look of this one because it is the most basic and really allows our Mii characters to kind of be the main focal point of this. And then of course we have all of those different character skin suits that are out there. So choose a Mii. These are the pre-selected Miis that I suppose found their way into data mining. So that is, if you haven't already created a Mii, then you can select one of these made ones by, I would imagine, the developers. Maybe they're templates that are used on various courses, or assets from past Nintendo games that use these things like Wii Sports and things of the like. But we're gonna add a Mii, I would imagine, because I don't see mine in a prominent place there. So choose or create a Mii, continue to Nintendo.com. There we go, that is the Mii that I made. Bears a fairly good resemblance to me, I would think. Looks pretty good, I have to say. Alright, so select this Mii. Yes. Yes. And that was quick and easy. Alright, so I've officially been added to Mario Kart Tour. All of you out there can add yourself into Mario Kart Tour, and all of your unique creations that I've seen rolling into like the Kart Life server, checking out to see what folks are putting out there. Really cool stuff. I know even on my server, Justin shared one. He made a character, like a heavyweight character that looks just like the Combo Cruiser. It's like a hamburger character that's going to be in the Combo Cruiser. Pretty funny. So looking forward to seeing what creativity you folks have to share out there. All right, so the Mii has been added, and now all of the ones that we added are supposed to go right up to the top, which is nice. So we're choosing this plus that suit, pretty cool. So there we see Mushroom Gorge. Your player level can now be increased further. You can earn even more position points too. So this is one of the big reasons why I wanted to come on and do the reaction. Just how many levels will I gain? I've been level 150 since the Sunset Wilds Tour, all the way back in October, November of 2020. I've been grinding XP on all the tracks, city tracks up until Singapore. And well, actually I did through Singapore. LA Laps 2 was the first one that I didn't grind out all the XP on. In retros, I kind of gave up last fall, thereabouts. So, and the reason why I gave up on those is because I knew, okay, if they ever expand the level cap, then I can go ahead and get those extra XP at any given time, since those are not the courses that are locked behind any special event or tour. So let's see, what do we do? Level 151. So that there it is, 100 coins for each of the 4 levels, and then 5 rubies for every 5th level. That appears to be the case. How long will this take? That's the question, right? So 153, 4. So there we go, we're already getting the rubies, very nice. I'm not going to count down each level. We could be here for a while, folks. So we're going up to 160. Okay. We could be here for a while, folks. Oh my goodness, 165. Okay, wow. I mean, I knew I was grinding tracks, but this is the totality of like the last year and a half is really just hitting me here. 170, wow. Okay, so I did a fair bit of grinding, safe to say, and none of that was in preparation for this. It was all just dedication from long ago. So there we go, 175. So we're already half of the way from 150 to 200. My goodness. Wow, the drama is just unfolding. How many resources are being added to my account now? It's just like, wow. And this is exciting. I know, like, Tabor, massive friend of the channel, his contributions to the community really make the kind of analysis that I do, that second level kind of analysis, possible because of the amount of data that he puts together on a tourly basis. Massive shout out to Tabor, and he is extremely excited about this, and it's fantastic to see, really, because this does give that daily kind of escapism where, you know, Mario Kart Tour is just a small part of your life. It gives that a place once again, you know, where just simply racing on the track has an impact on our outcome. So, I mean, that's a huge part of this update here. So, you know, as we can see, this has been a big part of my life over the last year and my journey on YouTube here. Wow. Are we gonna make it to 200, folks? That is the question. Will we make it to 200? Oh my goodness. 190. Wow, 195. We're almost there. Watch, it ends up at 199 and we can get it right here on this reaction. That would be really cool. Here we go, 199. We get to 200. We got to 200. Oh my goodness. 201. Now, what's clear to me is that since there are so many levels being added to this, they seemingly haven't reduced the XP threshold from where it was from 100 to 150. So when you're gaining levels initially in the game, levels all the way up to 99 or 100, all the way to 100, since the initial game was capped at level 99, but with 99.9% towards 100. So in those first 100 levels, You can gain 150% XP, I believe. Don't quote me on the exact number. It's very close to that. And it reduced to about 0.7 that you can get, or 70% for each track that you drain, contributing to your XP. And I don't see any decline in that now because we're already at level 210. This is amazing. If ever I were to do an all-cup ranking run, if they were to come out with a new Kong in the next couple months, I'd be in premium position to do that here, folks, because you know, not everybody's been grinding the tracks to this extent, and this is quite remarkable. I honestly hope it doesn't go too far, so that there's still some meat on the bone for me to enjoy these future tracks that are coming to the game. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What in the world? 220? Oh my goodness. And I haven't drained every track either. I really haven't drained every track, but 223. Yeah, so that's where we end off. Wow. Oh my god. Is there new standard tour challenge cards? Did I see that correctly? I am clearing out something on a blue challenge card. They reset the... What is this? Did they reset all of the challenge cards? Oh my goodness, we're gonna be here for a long time if that is the case. This is a total restart to the game, folks. Unbelievable. Things are about to get really good here, folks. If this is the situation here, I'm sure all of your jaws probably hit the floor. if you are watching this after you opened up your game, then you probably had the same response, at least within the range or the realm of response that I'm having here. I did not expect this at all. That is amazing. Wow. So if you are a new player just recently, if you came in from the DLC news for Mario Kart Tour, maybe you managed to pick up some of these challenge boards and now they're resetting once again. Incredible. I mean, wow. So I didn't clear the bottom ones, it appears. Get first place in a ranked cup. Race on ranked cup courses 100 times and earn 30k in a ranked cup. These are different than the original set of challenges. So this is tier challenges 1. It's brand new, actually. So is this a permanent thing? I would imagine this is a permanent thing. Oh, so they haven't reset it. Okay. So we can pump the brakes on that. I thought for a moment they redid the whole standard challenges. Okay, so it's just a single board then. I had some delusions of grandeur there for a moment, but still, that's quite good. I mean, we managed to pick up, what, an extra 9 rubies, and we can get 6 more, so there's 15, and then that's how you get the bronze Mii suit. Interesting, that's the boomerang one. So this would be my first boomerang high-end. Initial track value, ooh, that's interesting. So it only gets 1 unlock per level up threshold. So previously a high end, we can see that this is a high end based on the pink color patterning that you see there. Typically a high end has 2 track unlocks at level 3, 2 track unlocks at level 6, and 1 additional track unlock at level 8. We can see that here by the glowing icon as we see there. But it appears that these suits have been nerfed. There was some data mining that I'll go into the news to see if that appears to be the case. How collecting additional Mii suits can extend the base points beyond the typical thresholds, and that would, in a way, vault these Miis ahead of the value of standard high ends. It's a precarious situation if Nintendo were to do that. So perhaps this is one of the balancing mechanisms that they came up with in limiting that course value. It does start off with 5 courses at level 1, which is pretty significant. That's really top of the mark that we would see for a standard introduction to a high end. So that bodes well for this being a very vital item, I should say, to have, since it's not really a character, it's just a suit, folks. A lot of people want to know what's my opinion on the DK suit. It's not an all, okay? It's just a suit. It's something that we can have some fun with, and that's my take on it. It's not a substitute for an actual character, and I do hope that they don't start using these suits as substitutes for introduction of characters and character alts, because that would be an unfortunate situation. Now, one thing that is evident to me, looking at the value of these things, is all of these tracks are old value. You know, we do have the RMX Ghost Valleys, and the unlocks are the Bowser Castles, which are fairly recent, but otherwise we have these Kalimari Desert 2s, the Yoshi circuits. These are things that already have tremendous value. Now, granted, the Boomerang will present you with value extending beyond what we would typically see there, although there are coin box drivers on those tracks. So yeah, so that is the state of things there. Expert challenges. So this is what I want to, just a quick aside, 27 days left. That means that this tour, the Mii Tour, has all of the Miis that are being introduced. We'll probably go ahead and see them all today. And then there's going to be Wave 2 that comes out in the following tour. So there's going to be 2 new Mii suits coming out. And then we have the next tour. That next tour encompasses Sunday, April 17th, which is Easter in the Catholic religion, and they typically have based Yoshi for the Yoshi eggs around Easter time, and they just that's their thing, and they avoid any of the religious connotations in the naming, but that's what they've done. So I would anticipate in 2 tours from now we will see Yoshi versus Birdo Rally Tour. That's likely going to be a thing. So here we go, 900K, pretty standard. That's what they've been going with. We don't see any high ends there. Tour multiplayer challenges. This is all standard stuff. So Premium Plus card, so for you paying players, have an extra outlet there to show the devs a little bit of love. So here we go, the ranked results are on display. We have plenty to talk about here. This is how ranked mode ended. Second place finish, and that's quite good. So we tiered up both weeks. Now I'm back to my peak tier with no investment over the last 5 months or so, and a mountain of resources to stake claim to as a result of all this. So here we go, we get the 20 rubies and all these point cap tickets. Cool little animation there. That's probably a result of the 60 frames per second. Look at this, folks. 200 points, 273 points difference between myself and first place. I threw the kitchen sink at them without making investments other than that Rambi runner, which was destined to go there. I could have made that move months and months ago, and I was just saving it for the time when Rock Mountain would return. So I don't really consider that a ranked mode investment. That's for my end game. So that's outside of the ranked sphere of things. And I had a lot of fun there. You see the score, 58,000. I did it, folks. I got the run, and let's swing it over to a YouTube. Nice little advertisement there for Mario Kart 8. So if we go over to my community tab, I posted some news with you all. And that is, I have a new high score run on the account. It was a triple coin frenzy run, 234 action count, sensational. I'd spent so many hours on this course. My lines were pretty much perfection to my standard of skill, the best that I can do, really. There's nothing more I could do, and it was perfect frenzy distribution. It took untold number of hours to get there, but we did it, folks. You can do anything that you set yourself out to do, and look, I race with my favorites. That's my strategy, and all of the number crunching that I do and the understanding of the game is to gear my account to being competitive in such a way that I can have fun and be competitive at the same time. You can do it here. I share all my tips and strategies for doing that. Really remarkable run. Now, one thing I do want to share here, I pinned the comment as part of this community tab post, is just an explanation of the bonus points boost. Updated numbers for level 8. I already crunched the numbers on that video that I have in the tag earlier in this video, we see that it's 33,600, which was the previous maximum bonus points boost that you could receive in a single race, and that's because everything is triple capped, triple maxed, okay? And what that means is that if we divide the number 33,600 by 200, because we only get bonus points boost for the first 200 actions of any run. So if your run is 260 actions, you're only gonna get bonus points boost for the first 200. Mine was 234, only the first 200. So if we divide that by 200, we get the number 168. So where does the number 168 come from? Well, it's exactly as I described in my explanation for how bonus points boost are calculated in that level 8 video. And it is 1% of your base points times the bonus points boost multiplier of the level of your item. So if we take a look at Funky Kong, he has 1,400 base points times 6, since it's a times 6 bonus for being level 7. That's how we get the number 84 bonus points boost per action. And it's then 42 for the Rambi Runner and 42 for the Swooper. All told, that's 168. So that's how you calculate your points. And now how these points appear in the actual race itself, so you can have a better understanding. Mario Kart Tour point system, very complicated. I distill it down for you, make it very simple, right? Those are your basic actions along with the multipliers for your cart, as well as your glider's combo points that it's adding in addition to these bonus points boost. Half of the bonus points boost are being added to each action you perform per action, right? And the other half is added to the sum at the end of the race. So we see here position points is 6,000, but we know when we cross the finish line, it doesn't just say 6,000 unless you're getting no bonus points boost. The reason for that is because it's the other half of that 33,600, right? So it would be, what's that? 16,800 would have been added. And so I had over 22,000 when I crossed the line for the run. And that was definitely the case since I was in the middle, 30,000s when I crossed the line. So that's how points are calculated in Mario Kart Tour, very simply. And that's hopefully informative. If it is, by all means, drop a like, share this information with a friend. We talk about all of the content here. Pretty much is just laced with nuggets. I provide so much detail in the content here, and I could do all these specialized videos, but when I come on, I have only so much time to do so, and I want to convey all of this important information. There's no fluff. All of it is just extremely essential pieces of information looking at every facet of the game. There's nothing that's out of bounds that I look at here. So Sky Gardens T, Lucky 7 Frenzy, Coin Frenzy for a level 1, amazing. And then the Ghost Valley run. This is the one that sunk me. This is the one why I came up 200 points short. It was a coin box frenzy with a banana frenzy and 2 single coin boxes, but that banana frenzy was the killer. If it was a coin frenzy, it was in lap 2, so that would have been the run. So it was just that razor thin. So. But I feel totally good about it. And look, I always say, don't stress out about these things. 20 rubies is less than 0.7% of my rubies total, and that's not meant to brag. That's meant to provide context so that you can find an area where you're looking at your own game experience and can say, hey, look, I don't need to pull on the pipe this much. Here's Kevin. He shows us that if we build our inventory up this way, we don't need to pull on the pipe. All right, I haven't pulled on the pipe in like 9 months, and I'm not telling people out there you don't need to pull on the pipe for 9 months, but you can do it, and you can just hold tier month after month after month, building up these mountains of resources, being entirely free to play. And there we see the high-end tickets. So we have 5. Oh, I accidentally clicked out of it. We'll have to go back to that and see what the actual bonuses are. But look, very important point I was getting to is that you can build these mountains of resources and maintain a very strong position in the game if you build and craft your inventory to a very smart standard. And look, folks, I don't invest into the standard metagame selections, right? The coin box, boomerang, lucky 7. I don't do that. I invest into the Kongs, And then the budget options, you know, the supers, the whatnot. And I have this mountain of high-end tickets, which we'll take a look at later, but you can do that with your account. And then it's limitless potential, absolutely limitless potential, and nobody can tell you what you're capable of then. You are capable of anything, okay? And it's just how you want to make use of those resources. I always talk about the value of things, and the truth is that anytime we use a resource in this game, and this is 100% factual, okay? Run through the numbers, we can do it together. If anyone in the comments really wants to dispute this, we can run through the numbers and I can prove to you exactly why this is the case. Anytime we use any resource in the game, any resource, we're never going to get an equal return value off of that resource, okay? Particularly the higher up that you get, okay? There are budget exceptions when you're first starting out the game, but once you're over tier 45, tier 50, which is, you know, the realistic end game for folks, you know, the competition that you're looking at, it's a case where you could say, hey KGii, why didn't you put a single ticket on Kamek? Well, single driver level up ticket costs 12,000 coins. The difference in rubies, never mind how many rubies I've saved up, is 20 rubies. Factoring in the conversion factor, coins per ruby, approximately 400 coins per ruby, that's only 8,000 coins. So I'm creating from my account a situation of net minus 4,000 coins by doing so. Just for the extra 20 rubies. It's a net negative move. That's a move that you only do if you're a paying player, because when you're a paying player, a lot of these resources become more expendable. That's what the cash does in the system for you, but that doesn't skirt the fact that it makes it less efficient, and leave it to a free-to-play player who has to crunch these things to discover that. Anyway, race with your Mii characters. They can be personalized. We cover that. If you want me to show you how to create your own Mii, I would recommend you watch Kart Life's video and some of the other content creators who have already shown you how to make your Miis. If you want me to come on and make one, I certainly could, but I feel like the others did such a good job of that already. And here's the Mii racing suits, is that our favored courses will change varying on the suit. That's to be expected, that's what we thought. And there's a new icon in the menu where we can assign the Mii character in the suit to arrange it. Alright, it looks pretty standard. So we can manage our Mii characters on screen. So we can add Miis. There's two ways to add them, by the number or just by going to the website. That's what we saw when we first came into the system. So we can kind of skip all the technical jargon there. Not really too keen on reading word for word what that says. Alright, so 10 high-end level boosts for drivers, karts, and gliders. Well, there you go, folks. So now that I see that, I'm already thinking, okay, that's what it costs to level them up. We'll find out momentarily. And then 60,000 coins and 20 rubies. Yeah, so these are all links that can help us figure out what's going on here. I'm really interested in the daily selects too. We're getting there. Okay, so team tokens for the Mii racing suits, not the racing. Late night here, folks. Okay, so during the event, all races will be team games split between Mii characters versus other drivers. So this is kind of like I guess kind of like a team rally, but not quite. Similar distribution anyway. When racing with the Mii racing suit, the number of team tokens you will get will depend on the result of the race and the score. So that's all the same as a typical token event. So there we see we get the Toad suit. That's for free from the token shop. That was told to us in the teaser. And then we have another Metal Mario. So if Metal Mario is your pathway for maxing daily selects, well, there's a head start for you. Shout out to Intenian. Just ended up maxing his first high-end in the daily selects the previous tour. Now we go to level 8. The case for many of you folks, and look, that's what happened to me in level 7. I got my first level 6 the tour before, and I had to go again. It's okay. Look, your progress isn't lost. It's just moving the stick. That's all it is. A lot of exciting stuff to open up here. So we already saw that the bronze suit is the reward. It looks like we're going to get the Luigi suit. Interesting to see a high end in the basic tour gifts. It's like, wow, that's a shocker. But I mean, it makes sense because a lot of these are being distributed pretty fairly. So items added to the daily selects. This is what we want to see, folks. Certain drivers, karts, and gliders that were added to the game before January 2021, such as Cat Peach and the Cat Cruiser, will be able to appear in the daily selects lineup in the shop. I'm expecting this to be the standard high-end selection and perhaps just all the supers and normals. Well, mostly it's supers. There really weren't any new normals, although we did have some of the like blue bitty buggies and stuff that are like still exceedingly rare. Got to see those. So high-end level boost tickets will have a slight, I want to draw emphasis to slight. We don't have the data mining at this particular moment, but I would imagine that's less than 2%. If it's 2% or higher, I would be amazed. I'm expecting it to be a very low chance. Given now we have this influx of all these other items, where is there going to be room for it, right? It just, you know, we have to think about this rationally, even though the emotions are probably surging for all of us out there. If you have a driver, kart, or glider already at the maximum level, a level boost ticket may appear, as well as now a points cap ticket. Now it will be interesting to see what they set the market at. I have been pounding them on this for like a year. Actually, I mean, since I opened the channel, basically. It was one of the things I started off with is like, hey, the value of points cap tickets isn't quite right in your ecosystem. So we've been addressing this constantly. Haven't really sent support tickets for it because I mean, that's up to themselves to balance out their own game. I'll just play it accordingly and disseminate that information as such so that you can best inform how you should proceed. Really keen to see what the number is on that. So starting this tour, the level cap for drivers, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they didn't tell us how many tickets there, right? So that's up for us to find out. All right, yeah, so here's what's available now. Let's see, during the Mii Tour. Yes, so Dixie Kong and Funky Kong are in there, is like Daisy Fairy and stuff like that. No, so it's just the standard high ends. That's what I was expecting too. And it's the supers too, like the supers that weren't standard. Well, I guess they are pipe locked, I should suppose, like Birdo Yellow, for instance, I see there. Interesting. Yep. And that's things like probably like the off-roader, I would imagine, is probably in here, right? Yep, sure enough, off-roader. Yep, I mean, pretty standard. Nothing that's surprising me. It's all meeting expectations, slightly exceeding it with some of the rewards and the gifts, but that's going to be offset, folks. I haven't seen it yet, but we just know it's going to be offset. That's just the way it goes. I mean, it's the way it is. All right. That's a pretty ugly looking ACR badge, if I can say so myself. Oh my goodness. But it might be an easy one for you. I actually agree with what Antilev said in the rundown, that, you know, might be a difference in the amount of players that are making moves, that are logging in. This could be a very fertile time to make that ACR run if you're poised to do so. So here we go. The first exchange in a tour is 30% off. Okay, for details about Mii racing suits, go to the Mii racing suit section of the shop. Interesting. So the first, what is this? So the first exchange is 30% off. So I guess if there's one that you really want, wait for that one. That's without even seeing what's there. So we see Mario, Peach. Oh, we got the DK one. That's, everybody wanted me to pull for the DK one, right? It's like, okay, look, that in that image it looks kind of better, but I mean, I hate how like the sunglasses, the visor thing is like, just, I don't know. You know, it doesn't really do it for me, folks. But I'm glad it's in the shop. That means I don't have to use rubies for it. I wasn't going to use the rubies for it. I was not. We may be doing some pipe pulls. Look, you know, when especially, it might be something special when the channel gets to 1,000 subscribers. So it's in your control to see it get there. So here's the first pipe, real quick. I'm not going to look at that's all old value for the drivers and karts. It's these things that I'm looking at. Wow, that's like, it just hits you in the screen, all those level ups. So this is going to change the metrics, moving forward. I'm going to have to kind of factor this into some of my projections. And it's a whole new ballgame now, folks, because my old numbers don't have direct correlation as to what we're seeing here, since we now have this level 8. So if I'm just going to stay in the previous mindset, this would have 8 tracks in the old system. Now it has 9 tracks. So is that a counterfeit 9? Or is that like an actual 9? We'll have to see what the other items look like moving forward. So right now I would say that the value of this glider is between average to sensational. That's what these numbers would project to me. The range, which is to say that if I am comparing this to either the old model or a best case new model scenario, I would imagine that to be in the middle to upper part of the range. Okay, and that's based on the level 1 track access, because everything else is more or less standard. And it looks like we have a lot of new tracks there. Look at that. That's something to clue in on if you're looking for coverage and like, okay, maybe you haven't pulled in a while. Great glider if you haven't pulled in a while, because that's a lot of new ones. So this one, same deal, 9 tracks, Green Shell Plus. A lot of new tracks, but some older ones here. Mushroom Gorge T, so that could be ranked in week 2. Yeah, I think that the gliders will possess pretty strong value given what I already stated. These other items, the Clankety Cart is, it's okay, it's not great. Typical run-of-the-mill 2020 item, not gonna power your account, folks. And then we have this, the Black Dozer, very good in the year 2021. We see it came out at the end of 2020 based on its track distribution there. And it got Mushroom Gorge, so I know I have a top shelf cart since I already pulled the Black Dozer once in a free pipe. It was very cool. Here we go, Builder Luigi, quite a bit of tracks, a lot of assumed value. I saw cities just with a quick scan there. And Builder Mario, it's picked up a bit of value I see, but once again, similar kind of deal, a lot of RTs, which aren't as exclusive as they once were, but we also see a bit of this nitro value there. We're doing things rapid fire here today, folks. So there is DK Jr. Did he get the buff? Let's see. Did he get the buff? That's what we want to know. He got the buff. I was kind of expecting it. Once we saw him in the trailer, it seemed to make sense that he was going to get the buff. So I am quite pleased about that. So I know I have top shelf driver. Might be taking him to level 8, folks. I did say I would play level 8 by ear. And it would require this top shelf track to even consider it. So now it's a consideration. We'll see how things go, though. See how things go. And this one, the yellow 8-bit pipe frame. Interesting they didn't call it the gold 8-bit. Did they already have a gold one? I don't know. Same kind of deal here as with the gliders, with the mustaches. We see top shelf 9 to start, but only 4 at level 1. And once again, a heavy concentration of new tracks, which bodes well for its near-term value. All right, anything else we want to look at? No, it's a lot of, there's update information. Let's just discover things on our own. I kind of like doing it that way. I don't like to just read everything. So what I really want to know is how many tickets would it take to upgrade him? It's 8 tickets. What do you know? Right on the money with that projection. So it's not 10. It's not the worst case scenario. On the level 8 everything you need to know video, I hit the bullseye right on the money there. So that underlined value on the cost per ticket, I will provide a new set of charts. Be on my Discord, will be in a video when I unpack all this stuff and provide the definitive version of that. But rest assured, folks, that those numbers are right on the money, and particularly with the projections I had there. So that's quite good. That makes me more tempted now to make this move. That's 2 tickets less. Pretty good. yeah, so feeling good about that. Let's check out the shop now. Very interesting. Oh, wait. This is rubies? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They know what they're doing here. They're gonna get me to use rubies for this DK, guys? Oh my goodness. Am I gonna do this? Ooh, top shelf 3. That's a typical move there. I don't know. I'll tell you what. Maybe we'll leave it up to like a like challenge or something, right? Over 200 likes. That sounds pretty good. 200 likes. Or we get over 900 subscribers. By the time I do the next piece of content, I will make the transaction on that. Yeah, I think you folks might be disappointed if I don't. But look, the suit does not substitute an actual character. It does not. So here we see there's one high-end ticket across the board. So this is like, would this be 10,000 coins? Yes, it is 10,000 coins. So this is just like a Team Rally token shop. They are treating this Mii Tour just like a Team Rally. Wow. So there's the question mark block collider. Feels weird to see King Boo. 16 tickets now for Super. So we'll have to find out what each of those groups entails, and then we will let you all know in the community through the hard work that the data miners put in. All of us content creators will make sure to break it down and provide everything that you need to know for maxing out your daily selection. Will it be worth it? Seeing 16 tickets, that is double of what it was to go to level 7. And we see now that there is this going on here. So what is this exactly? So on the bottom is that permanent selection. So tier 50, tier 55, tier 60. We have that permanent high-end ticket. They'll always be there. And same price. It's the premium pricing plus 3K. And I have one up here in the normal slot, which previously had a 20% chance of rolling a high-end ticket. Now, I don't know. It might still be 20%, but we don't know for certain. So, and the points cap ticket, see, this is what worries me, folks. They kept the market on the price, points cap tickets the same for this, but it won't be the same likely for the daily select, since we see there's a difference with the level up tickets for the daily select. So if it's a 3K premium, I mean, are they really going to charge more than a level up ticket in the daily selects for a points cap ticket? That would show a tremendous disconnect from the developers and their understanding of their own product and their own ecosystem, if that was indeed the case. Because look, they can, in their minds, market this like it's like a whale thing to invest into. But I mean, the honest fact is that, you know, it has a numerical significance when compared to the level boost tickets. And yes, the points cap tickets are gaining value as we move up the ladder with level to level 7, and now specifically level 8. Full breakdown already in the everything you need to know about level 8 video. But that said, the numbers still aren't equitable between points capping items, even at level 8, than it is to level them up to level 8. Especially given that it was right in the middle of that range for leveling them up with 8 tickets. So those are just, you know, my initial thoughts based on everything that I've kind of prepared myself for mentally. It's pretty much right on the mark there, I do have to say. So let's go ahead and just do a race, today's challenge, and see if we can get a free pipe. That's pretty funny. It's like, what do you want to have? Do you want to have DK Jr.? Or do you want to have this this abominable DK suit? Well, we're going to go with DK Jr., of course. The real McCoy. We want the real McCoy. There's no substitute for an actual character in the game. So, top shelf. Interesting. A lot of the new carts. As is the case, look, the paywall buffing favor is received for these special pipe items in their successive tours. We see Cupid's arrow. Totally expected there. And this is where things always fall apart for the free-to-play account. I don't even have 60 gliders yet. I think that Magic Parasol I pulled on the Kart Talk episode with Stud Fitting Fram, that was number 59, I believe. So yeah, I mean yeah, it is what it is, but we got the swooper. How much? It should be 30% to combo time now, right? Yeah, plus 30% to combo time. So I'm not going to be maxing out daily selects. And if I did, I'm in an interesting dilemma now, because why would I want to max the super necessarily when I can max the Dixie Kong or the Funky Kong, which is my character endgame pathway? So I mean, now I'm in a dilemma, although the swooper is good for so many of the Kong tracks. So I could end up seeing myself max out both of them, but not maybe necessarily for the purpose of the daily selects. Those are decisions like, look, don't rush into this, as I already provided on here. When you make these investments, you're going to lose the value, okay? In terms of that raw economic value, you're never going to see the exact return off of it, all right? It's, I don't like to say exactly the term, use it or lose it, because I don't like to make it like a win-loss type of mindset, because that's a fallacy that exists there. But that is the mindset that they do put you in. It's like, you know, basically like make use of it, you know. Or you can just play the long term and hold your position and build a mountain of resources, and then you can achieve anything that a big credit card bill would entail. So let's do the race here. DK Jr. with the black dozer, and I see that it's in the white background, so I guess that means that I'm a character and I'm going up against the Mii suits is the other team. So pretty interesting concept. I love the colors, honestly. Those are my two favorite colors. When I was making my Mii with the folks on my server, it was very easy to get all of like the physical details down. And the jump booster to the right, yeah. So I do vaguely remember this track. It's so iconic. It's so iconic. Even though the Wii game was not my favorite Mario Kart Tour game, but wow, this looks gorgeous, folks. Oh my lord. This is stunning. Can we just stop and appreciate what that looks like? Wow. I mean, the dev team, especially the art direction, totally smashes this stuff out of the park. I mean, that is jaw-dropping gorgeous in my opinion. Really, really well done. I probably should have taken the other route just to see if it's more actions. It looks like it might be, because we have the item boxes over there. We have the dash panels. It looked like there were some coins. Let's go over here and take the gliding path. But I do think it's probably going to be optimal to take all of those jump boosts, because it seemed like there were significantly more jump boosts over there, and that's quite a good action to have. So there we have it, Frenzy-less run, about 18K, yes. So pretty cool, I must say. That looks really nice. Oh wow, and it shows the little Mii too. So actually, if you're a bot and you're racing in your Mii suit, wonder if it will make use of your actual Mii. That's pretty cool. All right, interesting. There we go. All right, wow, 59K already. Ah, so here we go. Here's the Rosalina Mii suit, dash ring. Standard value, same as the DK suit rather. Now, one thing I am curious about, let's just take a look real quick, is I want to race in my Mii. Probably won't do the whole race, but I want to see if I have a thin build on myself, since I don't have a lot of meat on my bones here. I'm curious to see if I'm a lightweight as a result of that. It does not appear to be the case. This is a rather large size hitbox, and I have a very thin character. So, yeah, I mean, it's very clear that this is a big hitbox. Interesting. I wonder if, well, my height is just average height on this too, so I don't think that has anything to do with it. Perhaps the Mii is just a heavyweight then. Interesting. Yeah, but not going to go ahead and do the whole race on that, because we still have today's challenge to get to. Let's go ahead and see if we can test our luck on this, right? Peach Explorer, who is now a standard high-end as of a few tours ago. So, you know, perhaps we could pull her right after this race. That would be really amazing. So, this has been so much to take in. I'm really just kind of spinning my wheels here, to use the cart analogy, right? I'll take some time, I'll digest all of this that we're seeing here, and provide more of that refined kind of content that you're used to experiencing. Hopefully this format doesn't sacrifice it all on the information. Certainly, I always make sure I bring a very strong context to all of the content that we do here. So, you know, there could be very important tidbits of information at any point in these episodes. So that's, you know, one thing that we were talking about on Discord actually is, you know, a lot about how, you know, one of the things that was originally a piece of information, I believe the original source was Mancolor actually, about the coin boxes. I had mentioned that coin box singles will not, if you have one active, you can't get another one at an item box. So you have to make sure the duration of that coin box is complete before spawning a new coin box at an item box, and that also applies to if a bot is holding on to a coin box as well. So what some players will do is they'll try to remove coin box bots from their group to reduce the chance of coin boxes being blocked from them. That doesn't apply to the coin box frenzy, however, just the single item roll chance, okay? But the point was that, like, when I provided the information, that was in the how many rubies for Tuxedo Mario video. So like no one would ever know that that content was there. You know, as is the case with a lot of things I do. If I had somebody to help with editing or something, I could chop up the clips and whatnot and provide that content separately. But it's largely outside of the information here. And the collaborators who are always referenced and sourced when they are contributing to the content here, it's pretty much, you know, a one-band show. So, you know, it's a lot of work that goes into this, and your support means the world, and helping to continue the efforts that go on here, because, you know, maybe I don't draw enough emphasis to that. But there's a lot that goes into making this content, and it's not always very easy to do that. So all of your support means the world, and these 300 coins go a little bit of ways, not very much. Okie dokie. Can we get a pipe pull? Let's see. How many do we need? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more race, and then I will burn 4 star tickets because that's what I need to get this high-end ticket here. So that's what we'll do, folks. We will do one more race. All right, so what do we want to do? Yeah, I don't very much care for that track, and that one's not so good either. So this might be a more difficult ranked mode than it would appear to be. Here's the other thing, folks. It's not just about like, okay, I have DK Jr., so it's an automatic win. A few weeks ago, I sandbagged when I had Dixie Kong. I got turbo stomped, or I would have if I knew it was coming though. So I just, you know, I didn't resist it. And that's what set up my return to tier 57. So it's not about what your loadout is specifically, it's about where you are within the framework of the algorithm, which takes an understanding that hopefully some of you have been able to extract information from watching my series of content here. So let's see, Cheap Island. So we have DK Jr. in both weeks. That's amazing. Okay, and the story, great sale. Oh my god, a double Kong ranked mode, but it's a coin box ranked mode too. So should we do, we might do that one. We might do that one, folks. Oh wow, Rosalina Cat is coming in for the first time. Good for me. She's been overlapped with DK Jr. every single time. So yeah, wow, both weeks of ranked mode are looking pretty good. Maybe I'll get a double tier up, but probably like a min tier up. more or less what it's looking like it might be. So let's do it with the Dixie Kong. Because we have this bruiser cart as well as this thing, which I never level up. It's been so many opportunities to level this thing up, but no can do. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, see, I already dropped combo there. It takes a very aggressive series of mini turbos. One that, like, you know, I just can't cold cock that one. I gotta be in the zone and prepared to race this track in order to do so. I'm surprised that missed. I thought I had that lined up pretty good. So here we go, Banana Frenzy. At least it will be a modest score. Doing them on the inside line because it's all badge bots. We know that's where they're going to be. So you got to use some logic here when you do your runs. If you're against badge bots, think about those multiplayer lines. Can't go wrong, folks. That's how you get max value on things. So sometimes when I'm racing with these triple banana drivers, I actually do like badge bots. That was only a single banana, mind you. So just goes to show you the context of things. And of course, if it's badgeless, then that was really silly. Why did I use my red shell there? I wanted to come in second. Yep. That's why. Still 17K though for second place. Alrighty. So there we have it. Okay, more rewards. That's always good. Alright, let's claim these tour gifts. Need these rubies in case you folks get the video over 200 likes. Then I might be using 70 rubies for the DK suit. But look, I'm not going to get into the FOMO with that though. I mean, that's the thing. It's like some people out there might be like, would you really pass up the DK suit, Kevin? Of course I would, because you think this is the only opportunity we're going to have to get it? Nah, folks. We know too much here. We know too much. We know all the things that they don't want us to know because we make it our business to discover them and find them out. So, click those extra 300 coins. And green pipe. Okay, normal cart. One thing I want to see is just in the details of the pipe here. Doesn't appear that there was anything added. We still have the Captain Toad and the Bowser Jr. Pirate that were added last tour. But I don't see the Mii suits. So yeah, for the time being, they're not in pipes. But you know, these things are going to become available again in the future and probably for greater value. Interesting to note here, I just noticed this, the Mii Cup, right, has top shelf buffing implications moving forward. So it's not a standard high-end per se just yet. However, anytime that it's cup boosted Mii, you can use that character and it can be in any suit. So this could have wide-reaching implications. We've been looking into the data here in the community. Actually, I've had that dialogue ongoing with the Turtle Dude. The data is still in the works being crunched. You know, like, what is the significance of these cup boosts? Sometimes it's very insignificant, sometimes it's very significant. Especially since there's been an emphasis on this lately, because we saw it with Kamek, who's not a standard high-end yet, but he is expected to be someday, perhaps. And now we see it with this Mii Cup as well. So, there you have it, folks. Level 223, can you believe that? My jaw was nearly hitting the floor watching that happen. And we have level 8. Completely matches our expectations. All of the previous data is completely accurate, folks, so you can best inform your gameplay as such. Please go check out that content. Support the content here. We've done huge work, and we can do even more with your support. Thank you so much for that. I will be seeing you again later in the tour. Take care, everybody. enjoy this tour. I hope you get lots of levels. I hope you enjoy the Mii's. Mushroom Gorge is sensational. My mind is just blown. How gorgeous that looks. Wow. I mean, that's really next level stuff. So a lot to enjoy in Mario Kart Tour, and I thank you all for being a part of it with me. Take care, everybody.